the best credit card welcome bonuses for December, some great award offers from Alaska Airlines, Air France, and KLM, and Plaza Premium opens a new dual concept lounge in Vancouver. All this and more on Rewards Canada's This Week in Rewards for November 30th through to December 6th, 2024. If you're new to Rewards Canada and are looking to make the most of your loyalty programs and credit card rewards, you've come to the right place. This is your weekly dose of loyalty rewards, credit card, and travel happenings in our great nation. Like always, we'll kick things off with credit cards. And as it seems to be now at the start of every month, we provide you with the information and details on the best credit card welcome bonus offers for the upcoming month. Now on the website, we provide the best travel card offers, cashback offers, and also the best small business card offers. We list 10 from each, but for the sake of keeping this video shorter, we're just going to touch upon the top 3 travel card offers and the top 3 cashback credit card offers. Now, before we get into those, I will highlight the way that we calculate this is strictly the value of the welcome bonus, no other benefits, nothing like that. It's strictly the cashback or the points you get as part of the welcome bonus offer, and we multiply it by whatever the value of the points are, and then we subtract any annual fees if there are any, or sometimes 2 years of annual fees, because a lot of the welcome bonuses now require you to hold on to the card for longer than 1 year, as a bonus becomes part of the anniversary bonus, and in that regard you have to pay the annual fee in the second year. So we take that all into consideration, but we don't take into consideration, like I said, other benefits like $100 Nexus credit, all this stuff. Those are things that a lot of the credit card companies like to add into their valuations when they're saying, oh, there's $1,600 of value or this much value. This is strictly the point value less any annual fees. So let's kick it off with travel. And again, for this month, the number 1 travel welcome bonus offer in our market is the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite card. Now this is the enhanced offer that's only available via select partners like Rewards Canada. So thank you to anybody and everybody who does choose to apply for this card through our link, because you won't find this 50,000 bonus points offer directly on TD's site, on the Air Canada website, nor in branch with TD. Strictly Rewards Canada and several other partners. So those 50,000 points, those are worth $750 in our valuations, because we value Aeroplan points at 1.5 cents each, and it's a first year free offer. However, to get the entire bonus, it does take that entire year, and you have to take into account the annual fee for the second year, which is $139. So that's where we come to our minimum ultimate valuation of $611 for those 50,000 points that you get with this card. And I should note that this is the last month you'll be able to get this offer. This offer ends on January 6th, 2025, and it will not be extended. It's going to be gone, going the way of the dodo bird. So if you've had your eyes on this and have been thinking, oh, I don't know if I should get it, now is the time to get it. You have 1 month to do so. So the second best welcome bonus offer continues to be the RBC British Airways Visa Infinite card. So this card offers up to 60,000 Avios, which in year 1 gives you a minimum value of $585. Now here's how this works though. You actually only end up getting 50,000 Avios in year 1, but again, we value those at 1.5 cents, just like the Aeroplan points. And then you have to subtract the first year annual fee of $165. So that gives you your year 1 minimum value of $585. Now, if you hold on to the card into year 2, they're going to give you 10,000 more Avios after your anniversary. But you have to pay the annual fee again of $165. So actually the entire welcome bonus of 60,000 Avios less 2 annual fees is only worth $570 in value. So you actually get more value in year 1. So there's a consideration if you want to only hold on to this card for 1 year. But there are other benefits to the card, like the 10% off when you buy British Airways flights. And that's 10% off all fees, taxes, everything. So it's a really good discount. So if you're flying British Airways probably at least once or twice per year, it can really make sense to have this card just for that discount. And then, the Avios and everything else is just icing on the cake. That's the word I like to use a lot. So now let's jump into the third best travel credit card offer, and that continues to be the TD First Class Visa Infinite card. So this card is offering 135,000 TD rewards points, which we give a minimum value of $540. So the way this one works, it's no annual fee in the first year, and you can rack up all the points within the first 6 months. So you actually don't have to hold on to the card, or you don't have to worry about the annual fee in the second year. So those 135,000 points when redeemed for any travel are worth $540 because they're worth 0.5 0.4 cents per point. But then you can get more value out of it if you redeem for travel via Expedia for TD, because you get 0.5 cents per point. So that 135,000 points can be worth as high as $675. So it's actually higher than the other cards in this list, but we always go based on the minimum value we feel. So the minimum value for any travel, $540, and that's why this card is in third spot. If you want to see the cards for 4th to 10th, check out the link below to the entire feature for the best travel credit card sign-up offers for December. Now in cashback cards, no changes here either from November, same here for December. The number one cashback offer is not a cashback card, it's the American Express Gold Rewards card, which is a travel card, but its cash component makes it the best cashback offer. So this card's offering 60,000 bonus membership rewards points as its welcome bonus offer. And when you redeem those for statement credits, which is the cashback option, it's 1,000 points to $10. So that works out to $600 in cashback value, but then you have a $250 annual fee, giving us the minimum cashback value of $350 for the welcome bonus. But that's better than all the other cashback cards in the market. And that's, kind of the rewards kind of difference is we do take into account all these other cashback options on cards that aren't considered cashback cards, because it's a gray area now. There's no line in the sand between cashback cards and travel credit cards anymore, because a lot of travel credit cards provide cashback options. A lot of them, their cashback isn't as valuable, but for cards like American Express, the cashback value is amazing and better than most cashback cards out there. So something to take into account when you're considering credit cards, because when you go with an Amex membership rewards card, you have options for travel, cashback, you name it, and get tons of value for it. So American Express Gold Rewards card, number one cashback welcome bonus offer. The second best card is the TD Cashback Visa Infinite card. It actually ties the American Express Gold Rewards card $350 in value. The reason why we have it number two is, well, alphabetically it's second, but also to get the entire bonus, which is 10% on all your spending of up to $3,500, it's only on gas, groceries, and pre-authorized payments. So you're not getting 10% in other categories, whereas Amex Gold Rewards at 60,000 points, it doesn't matter what you're spending, as long as you meet this minimum spending requirement, it doesn't matter what category you're spending in. So it's a little more flexible than TD's Cashback Visa Infinite card, but still that 10% on $3,500 of spending, $350 in value matches the American Express Gold Rewards card. To wrap up the top three cashback welcome bonus offers for December, it's another non-cashback card, and this is actually the number three card from travel. It's the number three card for cashback. It's the TD First Class Travel Visa Infinite card. It's 135,000 points and no annual fee in the first year. It gives you a minimum cashback value of $337.50. So that gives you an idea of how some travel cards, the value for cashback isn't as good, because you can get, what did I say, $540 to $675 for travel, whereas now with cashback for this card, it's only $337.50, but it's the third best cashback welcome bonus offer, better than most cashback cards out there. So, again, another great option with the TD First Class, because it gives you so many different redemption options. You have, really high value with Expedia for TD, high value for any travel, anytime, and I'd say mid-range value for cashback. So something, really to consider. Again, if you want to see cards 4 through 10, or even see the best small business credit card welcome bonus offers, I'll have the link below in the description. This episode of This Week in Rewards is proudly brought to you by Saily. Saily is a new eSIM service brought to you by Nord Security, who are famous for their NordVPN service. Canada is famous, or should I say infamous, for having some of the highest costs for mobile services, and this extends beyond our borders when using your Canadian provider while traveling abroad. Using an eSIM service is a great way to save on those excessive fees, and Saily provides affordable eSIM services in over 160 countries and 8 regions. With a Saily eSIM, you'll always have a connection when needed, and you won't have to worry about high fees or needing to search out a cafe or hotel with a poor Wi-Fi connection, nor do you have to worry about carrying multiple SIM cards and fumbling about to switch them over. You'll save yourself time at the airport or train station, as you won't have to go buy yourself a local card. With Saily, all you have to do is download their app and then pick the plan that works for you, and you can save 15% with our exclusive discount code REWARDSCANADA. It can be for a single country like the US, an entire region like Europe, or you can even go for a global plan. The plans range from 1 day to an entire year and provide 5 to 20 gigabytes of data. The Saily app will guide you through the process to set up your eSIM, including activation, but you don't have to worry about losing time or data as it only turns on automatically once you have landed at your destination. For our listeners and viewers, you can get that exclusive 15% discount on Saily eSIM data by downloading the Saily app and using code REWARDSCANADA, all one word, lowercase, REWARDSCANADA, at checkout, or go to saily.com/rewardscanada to have the code automatically applied. Before we continue to loyalty rewards and travel news, if you like today's content, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel if you don't do so yet, hit that notification bell so you're notified when we do post new videos, share the videos with friends, family, co-workers, enemies, you name it, anybody you think can benefit from the information we provide in them, and leave us a comment if you have any questions on today's content or on anything else to do with loyalty rewards and credit card happenings in Canada or around the world. All right, so now we'll get into loyalty rewards and travel news. So we have a couple good award redemption offers happening this month, and the first one is the next version of Alaska Airlines Global Getaways. So this is where they offer up to 50% off the miles required, typically for economy class, sometimes premium economy, to usually about 6 destinations around the world. So for this month, those 6 cities are Kelowna, which is great for us Canadians, well, I guess those in the interior of British Columbia, Geneva, Zurich, Vienna, Almaty, and Yerevan. And I should actually point out that this offer is actually great for all Canadians, for those other cities as well. But even though the terms and conditions on the sales site says travel must originate in the US, as I've been telling you guys since April when they first introduced these sales, they are also available from Canada. You can get it for Canadian departures. So in our blog post, I give examples of Toronto to Vienna, Montreal to Almaty. But the big one is Kelowna, because this is 10,000 miles to fly from Kelowna to anywhere in the US, and that includes Hawaii. So I have a example I'll put up here on the screen, and it was in the blog post, where you can fly for 20,000 miles round trip and about $100 Canadian in fees to get to Maui, and it's probably very similar to Honolulu. So an excellent redemption option for those of you guys in Kelowna or the interior BC region, or if you want to have a positioning flight to Kelowna. I don't know how much, that's starting to take away from the value of this, but another great option. But even for other cities in Canada, it's 20,000 miles one way to the European cities, so Geneva, Zurich, Vienna. The example we put up was Toronto to Vienna. Now, it was on Alaska Airlines partner British Airways with higher fees, so that you have to also take into account. But if you can get onto one of the other airlines that offer flights between North America and Europe, you might not be paying as high fees. And then we also show like Qatar Airways from Montreal to Almaty. That was 30,000 miles one way. So just some really good options with this Global Getaway sale. So you definitely want to check it out. And as I always say, at the end of these videos, how you should be checking out Rewards Canada on a daily basis. The same goes for these reward sales. When these reward sales go up, of course, availability is limited. And the longer you wait, the less availability there is. So as soon as we put it up on the blog or on our website, you'll be wanting to check it out so you can book those flights right away and get options of the best availability on these routes. So the other award sale for this month is Air France KLM's Flying Blue promo rewards. We gave you an exclusive sneak peek last week of them. So these you book by December 31st, good for travel until May 31st. This month, of course, we had 4 cities. It's 25% off business class out of Edmonton and Ottawa, 25% off economy from Montreal and Toronto, but also 25% off premium economy from Toronto. And this is good for travel to Europe, Turkey, and North Africa. Since I covered it in last week's video, I won't go into huge details here, but there is some examples on the website of where you can fly from Edmonton to Europe for 37,500 miles one way in business class, 75,000 miles round trip. Again, just an amazing deal. So we have some really good award flight, or in the case of Flying Blue, reward flight options out of Canada that can be booked this month for travel in 2025. So if you've been racking up those points and miles, membership rewards for Flying Blue, Marriott Bonvoy for mileage plan if you don't have enough mileage plan miles, take a look, see if you can find availability on routes that you're interested in, and book them up with these sales. So now continuing on, now we'll get into more of travel news. So we have a new Plaza Premium Lounge that has opened at Vancouver International Airport. This is actually in the old Plaza Premium Lounge in the international part of the terminal, but it's been closed for renovations and now it's open, and it's a dual concept lounge. So it has a regular Plaza Premium Lounge, but it also has a Plaza Premium First Lounge. So that's a more elevated experience with that lounge. So this is located in the international terminal between gates D67 and 68. It's nearly 1,000 square meters in size. It's able to accommodate just over 250 people. They say 136 in the standard lounge, 115 in the first lounge. This is actually the third dual lounge concept for Plaza Premium, and it's the first one of its kind in North America for Plaza Premium. So like in the regular lounge, you're gonna have seasonal menus featuring options like a noodle bar, pasta bars. They say a signature poutine station, so that's cool. What Plaza Premium is trying to do now with a lot of their lounges is keep it local. So you're gonna find a lot of BC or Canadian foods and culture, like in the art and all that stuff. There's a section for families offering board games on request and a mama's room for nursing mothers. There's a self-service bar with soft drinks, juices, locally sourced wine and beer from BC partners. So again, there's that local sourcing. There are shower facilities, but if you're in the regular part of the lounge, those are going to cost $25. So, accessing the regular part of the lounge, this is where credit cards with lounge access membership come in handy. Things like the American Express Gold Rewards card, which was mentioned earlier today, that covers your membership fees, but also gives you 4 free Plaza Premium visits, so you can use it for this lounge. But then also all the lounge access programs, even if you don't get annual passes, they give you a discounted entry rate of US $32 versus the $69 before any discounts for the walk-up fee or online booking fee with Plaza Premium. So it does give you those discounted rates. Now for the Plaza Premium First Lounge, which is the elevated experience, it has a la carte dining. They say it's going to have a gourmet menu featuring signature dishes like crab omelets and a vegan Thai curry, complemented by a premium buffet. And there's a full service bar with a curated selection of top shelf spirits, fine wines, champagne, handcrafted cocktails, including seasonally sustainable zero waste creations. So that's really cool. And there's also spa-like amenities, they say, and the showers there are complimentary if you're in the first section, and there's also private relaxation areas as well. Now the pricing for the first is $110 plus tax, works out to about $115, I believe, when I was looking at the pricing. What we don't know is if there's going to be access to First through the credit card programs, like a discounted access. We don't know, like if you're flying in business or First with an airline, if you're going to get access to that, or you just get the regular lounge. We're working on finding out the details for that, and as soon as we know, we'll be sure to pass those along. And so, while we're on the topic of Vancouver and international flights, the next travel news, Air Canada has announced new flights between Vancouver and Manila in the Philippines. So that's a perfect tie-in for this Air Canada new route. You have this new lounge, new route. So you can use this lounge if you're flying to Manila, if you're not in business class or you don't have status with Air Canada where you can use their Maple Leaf Lounge. This new route to Manila will operate up to 4 times weekly with their Boeing 787 Dreamliner. It launches in April 2025. And those aren't the only new routes from Vancouver. They've announced new transborder routes. So Air Canada will offer service to Raleigh, North Carolina, Tampa, Florida, and Nashville, Tennessee out of Vancouver as well. I mean, you can't access the Plaza Premium International Lounge, but you'll be able to use the Plaza Premium Transborder Lounge for those ones. And then continuing on with Air Canada, there's all these links here. The Plaza Premium Lounge to Air Canada's new international flights to Manila, Air Canada's US routes, but keeping on the tip of Air Canada, not so good news. There's changes coming to Air Canada basic and comfort fares. So Air Canada is revising their basic fare where the carry-on baggage will have to be checked. You won't be able to bring carry-on bags anymore. So this is matching WestJet, Porter, Flair, all the airlines. They're saying this is industry standard from North America and Sun Travel. So Air Canada's brought it down a notch for basic fares. Just really unfortunate news. Seat assignment at check-in for basic fares remains complimentary, but they assign you the seat. If you want to change your seat because you don't like what they give you, you're going to have to pay to do that as well. So basic fares just became worse with Air Canada. The good news, comfort fares are now going to include a second check bag for free. So they've made comfort fares better, but that doesn't help out a lot of people who buy the cheapest fares on Air Canada. As we almost always see in the airline industry, it's a case of follow the leader. So Air Canada is just following suit here, matching what Porter's already been doing, what WestJet introduced earlier this year. So just be aware, if you are flying on the cheapest basic fares on Air Canada within North America and Sun destinations, I should point out, you will no longer be able to bring a carry-on bag. You'll have to pay to check that bag. And that's all she wrote for this week. Be sure to check out rewardscanada.ca on a daily basis if you can, our socials on a daily basis, so that you can find out about those award sales when there's still the most availability, or other offers that are 1 day or 2 day offers that will not make it into the video, sometimes don't make it into our newsletter. And as always, if you need that roundup and you can't check our website on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the newsletter, because we do put everything in there that's still valid every Friday in the newsletter. And then Saturdays is our bonus bulletin, where we have all the bonus points offers for flights, hotels, car rentals, and more, so that you can earn more miles, more points, and in turn get more rewards. Thank you everybody for tuning in this week. Have yourselves a great weekend. I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye.